It's a chai tea latte with soy. With
Okay, unit 9, excuse me, unit 9.4. Okay, first thing that we're going to do today is actually very, very similar to what we did in 9.2. We are just going to be working on writing the equation of a circle. Okay, we already did circles yesterday. Write it down, please. Write the equation of a circle. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to write the equation of a circle, in the form. So we're going to be writing into the form that I showed you yesterday. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Okay, I'm also going to ask you to state the center and radius. State center and radius, which appears to be exactly what we did yesterday. However, we are going to start these equations not in a pretty form. Okay, so we are going to have to fix their form.
We're going to have like an h minus k squared minus y minus k.
I have no idea what you're saying to me, but I'm going to go with no. This is what we're doing today. Are you going to have a what?
X minus h squared minus y minus k squared. We're going to have that.
Can we get there? Just hold on. It's a different shape. I'm getting there. We're moving on slowly. Today we're working with circles. Circles are circles because we know it's a circle because no coefficients, or the same coefficient, plus in between, two squares. Okay, we're going to get to two other shapes that will shock you and amaze later. Couldn't come up with a good word there. Okay, for number 1, if I give you the equation x squared plus y squared plus 4x plus 10y equals 7, I would like you to state the center and radius of this circle. So, before we can do that, we're going to go back to 4.2, or 9.2, excuse me, and we're going to think of that, okay? What did we have to do before I could find the vertex of a parabola? Complete the square. But this time, we are going to have to complete the square for both x and y. Complete the square for both x and y. Okay, so in completing the square for both x and y, the first thing that you have to do, and there's not a bunch of steps for this, so don't worry about it. The first thing you need to do is put the x's together. So we're going to rearrange. This is where people that hate to show work, you're going to have some issues, okay? I am requiring that you rewrite the entire equation to put the x's together and put the y's together. Meaning that there is a degree of work that must be shown. Must. So, we're going to put the x's together and the y's together. So, x's are going to line up next to each other. So, x squared plus 4x. Here I am going to leave a space, okay, because again, I said I'm going to complete the squares. So leave a space. Then line up the y's next to each other. Okay, line the y's up next to each other. Plus y squared plus 10y. Again, leave a space to complete your square. And leave the number on the opposite side. So we do want to leave it on the right side. Now, anyone remember what is the formula for completing the square? Middle number divided by 2 and square it. So for the x's, we're going to take the middle number, which is 4, divide it by 2 and square it. You have to show this step no, but it's nice because it makes things a little bit easier for you. So what am I going to add to the left side of this equation? 2 squared is a 4. So what do you think you have to do to the right side? Add 4. Okay? Same thing here. Let's take your middle number, divide it by 2 and square it. So that's going to be 5 squared. So that means we add 25. So the left side, add 25 to the right side. What people will forget to do here is they will forget to complete both squares. Okay, you have to add things to both sides. So you're going to be adding things on the right side 2 times, typically. Now let's go ahead and write these as completed square equations. So this is x what squared? x plus 2 quantity squared plus, what's your completed square binomial on the y? Y plus 5 quantity squared equals 7 plus 4 plus 25 gives us 36. From here, can you write the center and radius? Center is what? -2, -5. And the radius is 6. That's it. Okay, I'm not even going to ask you to graph these today. You could, but I'm not asking you to. That's it for this first objective. Okay, that's it for this first objective. Well, no. That's just the only concept you're doing. You don't get one example, please. Okay, try another one. X squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y plus 1 equals 0. So first step is you want to put the x's together, put the y's together. What needs to happen with that number?
Move it over.
Needs to move, right. So this one's going to have to move to the other side. So we're going to have x squared minus 4x, leave your space, plus y squared plus 6y equals -1. To complete the square for the x, you take -4 divided by 2 and square it. So what's going to be added to the left side of the equation with the x's? A plus 4. What gets added to the right side? Plus 4. Okay, what gets added to the left side for the y's, to complete the y's? 9. And again, on the right side. Rewrite these in completed square equations. So x minus what quantity squared? Minus 2 quantity squared plus y plus 3 quantity squared equals -1 plus 4 plus 9 gives you 12. Okay, what is your center? Change, so center will be at +2, -3. Radius is at what? Radius is at root 12. That does need to be simplified, so that simplifies to be 2 root 3. That's your answer. Anyone have questions on how I did that? Nope, not too bad, right? Okay, shouldn't be too horrible. Okay, couple more. We do have 8 examples for this first lecture, just so you know. Okay, number 3. Step it up just a little bit more. Okay, if I give you 5x squared plus 20x plus 5y squared minus 30y equals 15. 5x squared plus 20x plus 5y squared minus 30y equals 15. Again, I want to put my x's together. They are together, good. Keep the y's together. Now, what do we know about what needs to be inside, or what needs to be with the x squareds? Can it have a coefficient? No, so you need to take out that factor. So take out a 5. Okay, take out a 5. Left behind is going to be x squared plus 4x. Leave your space to complete the square. What's also going to be possible to take out of the y's? A 5. Leave behind y squared minus 6y equals 15. What do you think I can do with these 5's? Just like yesterday, you can get rid of them. Okay, you can divide them away. Now, I will tell you there is a reason that we take these out separately. Okay, I understand that you could take a GCF of 5 out of everything all at the beginning. That's fine, but I want you to keep the x's and the y's separate, and you will see why when we get to a different shape. Okay, but for now, I do want these separate. So these are going to reduce. So we got x squared plus 4x, leave your space, plus y squared minus 6y, again, leave your space, equals 3. Now, what are we going to add to the left side of the equation? 4 divided by 2 and square it, so 2 squared means we're going to add a 4. Don't forget to add it to the other side as well. -6 divided by 2 gives you -3. Quantity squared, what are we adding to the y's? +9. Okay. and a plus 9. Now, since we divided away that coefficient, there's nothing left in front, so you do not have to multiply these. Okay, these ones stay. Now, let's rewrite these as binomial squared. So what's your x binomial squared? X plus 2 squared plus, what's your y? Y minus 3 squared equals 3 plus 4 plus 9 gives us 16. Okay, center of this will be negative 2, comma 3. And radius is 4. Anyone have questions on how I did that?
Kind of. Are commas in math still called commas, even though it's not like English?
Like what?
Like, you said 2, 3, so it's like...
This is a comma, yeah. Yes. 4x squared plus 4y squared plus 32x minus 16y plus 72 equals 0. 4x squared plus 4y squared plus 32x minus 16y plus 72 equals 0. So again, I'm going to put the x's together, put your y's together. What needs to happen with that number? Move to the other side. Okay, so x's together, it's going to be 4x squared plus 32x. Y's together, 4y squared minus 16y equals negative 72. What's my next step?
Coefficient.
Take out that GCF of 4. Left behind is x squared plus 8x. Remember, you're not taking out any letters for GCFs. We're just taking out the coefficient. Okay, just getting rid of that coefficient. Now, before I complete the square, I'm going to get rid of those 4s. If you complete the square before you divide by the 4, technically you'd have to multiply through. And that's kind of a pain. So we do definitely want to get rid of these coefficients before. Okay, so it's nice to get rid of these beforehand. Reduce, reduce, reduce. X squared plus 8x plus y squared minus 4y equals negative 72 divided by 4 gives us what? Negative 18. Complete your squares again. So 8 over 2, quantity squared. What are we going to add to the x's? 16. Say it again. 16, yes. Okay. What's going to be added to the y's?
4.
Positive 4. Alright, so our binomials are going to end up being x plus 4 quantity squared plus y minus 2 quantity squared equals what? Equals what? 2. I thought someone said 4. I'm a little confused. Okay. Then your center for this circle will be negative 4, positive 2. And my radius is equal to what? Root 2. Okay. What is root 2 in whole numbers? It's in between what? In between 1 and 2. Okay, just so you know. In between 1 and 2. Right, and then the last thing we're going to do is some identification. Okay, I'm going to ask you to identify the following as a circle, parabola, or neither. Okay, so identify the following as a circle, parabola, or neither. So you're just looking at equations and telling me what is this the equation of? What kind of shape is this? If I give you 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 4 equals 0. 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 4 equals 0. What kind of an equation is that? Is that a circle, a parabola, or neither? Anyone think it's a parabola? Definitely not a parabola because it has 2 squares. Is this a circle?
Yeah.
Yes, because it has either the circles have to have the same coefficient in front of them. Okay, same coefficient. We will get rid of that coefficient before you go to sketch it, but they do have to have the same coefficient. So this is a circle. Okay, that is the equation of a circle. On your quiz today, you're going to have to know the difference between different kinds of equations. How about x squared equals 9 minus y squared? X squared equals 9 minus y squared. Is that the equation of a circle, a parabola, or neither?
Circle.
We could definitely rule out parabola because there's two squares. Is this a circle?
Yeah.
Why do you think it is not a circle? It has a negative. But are they on the same side? If it moves to the other side, you've got x squared plus y squared equals 9. That is a circle. Okay, this is also a circle. So remember, even though it has a negative here, the squares have to be on the same side before you can decide what kind of a shape it is. Okay, two more. Number 7. Y equals 4x minus 3. Circle, parabola, or neither? Neither. This is actually a what? This is a line. Okay, line's not an option, but this is neither. This is a line. Okay, and then last one, number 8. 3y plus 3x squared equals 4. 3y plus 3x squared equals 4. Is that a circle, parabola, or neither? Parabola, because there is only one square. Okay, that is a parabola because there is only one square. Homework for this objective is going to be worksheet 4. You are doing numbers 1 through 21. Okay, worksheet 4, numbers 1 through 21. Anyone have questions?